Your mobile banking app that you use to check your account history and your account transactions, vibe coded. Most apps that you use now have either been completely vibe coded or components and new features of them have been vibe coded. And what do I mean by that? I mean, software developers have used AI assistants to create the code. They've not just written it from scratch. This is very quick, but very dangerous. It means they introduce more security vulnerabilities. It means they have less time to check for security weaknesses and vulnerabilities. And therefore, it means that your actual apps or your data could potentially be breached. So the discipline that helps prevent this is known as DevSecOps. It's about integrating security into the CI/CD pipeline and into the software development lifecycle. So basically, and this is something I've specialized in for over 10 years now, a whole range of different finance organizations and other industries as well. We basically put security within that process. But the challenge we've got now is that code moves a lot quicker. Before, we used to have time. Developers would build, they'd go into new phases. You can do threat modeling, you can do all this stuff. It's become increasingly difficult to do that. And not only that, it used to be a separate discipline, DevSecOps. That's changing. Anyone getting into DevSecOps or anyone getting cybersecurity, needs to learn DevSecOps as part of that. That is just key because every organization is doing development. Even non-technical people are downloading and using things like Cursor to push code and using AI to generate code as well. So there's a few tools that you can use to help you prevent against this. One, make sure you've got security controls in the CI/CD pipeline. Use tools like Trivy to do dependency security, for example. Use infrastructure as code scanning tools as well to look for actually any misconfiguration in your Terraform infrastructure. In addition, you need tools in the IDE itself, like in Cursor and Visual Studio Code. This is known as shifting security left. I recommend you use tools like Trivy again. Put it in the IDE, make sure developers all use it before they commit. In addition, use a tool called ARKO, ARKO, free to use. That does full threat modeling. It looks at any weaknesses and vulnerabilities in your code in the IDE before they commit it to the repositories. This is crucial if you want to land a high-paying role in 2026, especially if you want to get into tech and cybersecurity. You've got to use these tools, and especially even if you're just vibe coding as well, these tools are really going to make you stand out and make sure that you build apps that are secure. The data can't get breached, and this is crucial for regulation as well. So make sure you build that CV that stands out in 2026. Good luck.